Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Well, I want to welcome the first time to 2012 on the podium, James Stewart. You put yourself in a good position. You had a good start tonight.
Yeah, my starts was way better. I actually got 3 pretty good starts, and just rode around. The first few laps, it was crazy. Everybody was going forward, and it was kind of buying my time. I know I'm there in shape, so got in there and then just got a little deep, kind of overjumped that section a little bit, bottomed out, and the thing took off. It was a lot of traction right there, and jumped in the hay bale. So obviously that was a bad mistake, but I felt like for how bad I rode tonight, it was a good finish, and then just held right off. Just tried to hit my marks out there, and then ended up 3rd place. So I guess it's a start, we'll go back and work. We got a lot of things we need to work on, and I think after that, once I'm 100% comfortable, I think we'll be good.
I got to ask you, what's going through your mind as a rider when you see that red flag out there and you got to restart and you got to get yourself remotivated and focused to do a second start?
I mean, it's just a tough break. You obviously you never want to see a red flag, but when you see it, obviously somebody's down, so it's kind of hard to be bitter at it. It could be you. So just want to give a shout out to Trey out there. That sucks. See that kid go down again, and we'll get it back, and hopefully he'll be back pretty soon.
Going into Oakland next weekend, you got to be feeling pretty good. You won it last year, and you won it but big.
I mean, I feel good. Last couple of weeks, last week I rode really good. I feel good knowing where we're at to where we're going to be at. So I take that as a positive. And we struggled. I went down today pretty hard in practice. Basically had 1 lap of practice and came out for the heat race. Struggled there. So pulled it together for the main event. It was time to do some work. So we'll get better as the season goes on. And I guess it's a confidence booster.
The track was hard here at Dodger Stadium. I mean, it was hard. You only had 1 practice. Like you said, you went down the whoops. You didn't get the full practice there, and then it changed in that main event.
Yeah, no, for sure it did. I think that's the, it was a lot different from the first practice to the last practice. I mean, to the main event. So we're limiting those mistakes. I felt like I was buying my time, just kind of waiting there until like lap 10 and then put a press on and make it count. So, at least we're on the podium. I think it's a start for the team, and then like I said, with a rough day, we'll just have to make it happen next week.
Well, you did get that win in the heat race, so it wasn't all that bad.
I'm over those. I'd rather take a 3rd place in the heat race than win the main event. Just something about that. It's just got a better start in the heat race. Actually, was up front, so made my job a little bit easier. But like I said, we'll figure it out, and then once we figure it out, we'll just knock them all out.
In many years, I'm good to be back here in the great city of Los Angeles, California.